In today's tutorial session, we will be covering different techniques on image restoration, techniques via deep learning algorithms. So, we will be covering on image denoising, image deblurring, and then image super resolution techniques. So, the first one we will go to this image denoising. So, what is image denoising? So, it is nothing but the elimination of unwanted noise from a noisy image. So, it aims to recover the original signal while preserving essential details, and then the noise that comes with a noisy image can be due to various factors like low light conditions or sensor limitations. So, what does this image denoising do? So, it actually improves the image quality, making it easier for human interpretation and computer processing. So, this denoising algorithms are widely used in areas like photography, medical imaging, and satellite imagery. So, here is a sample noisy image, and once this image has been processed and passed it through a denoising algorithm, the denoised image should look somewhat similar to this. So, coming to the actual algorithm of denoising, today we will be looking at this MPRNet, which is a multi-stage architecture that progressively refines image quality across several stages. So, each stage outputs intermediate results, and this is passed on to the next stage for further enhancement. And in this architecture, they have parallel branches that extract multi-scale features for capturing both local and global information. And this is the overall network architecture of MPRNet. So, it is an encoder decoder network based on UNet architecture, and it has a multiple subnetworks such as subnetworks and modules such as ORSNet, cross stage feature fusion module, and this supervised attention module. In order to implement this MPRNet architecture, we need to clone the GitHub repo. So, in order to clone the GitHub repo, we will run this particular codes, and once we have cloned the GitHub repo, we will go into the root folder, and then once we are inside the root folder, we will create a virtual environment. We are creating virtual environment such that in that particular environment, we can actually install our own required packages and libraries that is actually needed, and it so that it won't clash with the base libraries and the packages that is installed in our system. So, in order to create this virtual environment, these are the codes. Once it is created and we are inside this virtual environment, we will install the required PyTorch and Torch packages. So, the dataset that has been used to train and test this particular algorithm is the SIDD dataset. SIDD is smartphone image denoising dataset, and it contains 30 noisy images captured from 30 different scenes using 5 different smartphone cameras. So, this particular dataset can be downloaded from the link that is given, and once it is downloaded, we will place it into the corresponding directory that is pointed over here. Once that is done, we will also download the pre-trained models available with this code, and once the model are placed inside their respective pre-trained model, once we have finished downloading the model and the corresponding data set and placing it in the corresponding directories, we can actually start with the testing process. So, here we will test on this SIDD data. Denoise images are generated. So, after the generation of this denoise images, we can actually reproduce the PSNR and SSIM score. So, PSNR is the peak signal to noise ratio, and SSIM is a structurally similarity index. So, these are qualitative metrics. And after running the MATLAB script, for each images it will produce the PSNR and SSIM score, and at the end it will also generate the overall PSNR and SSIM score of the data set. So the next topic is image deblurring. So what does image deblurring mean? The process of removing blur from an image and restoring it to a clear state is known as image deblurring. So the main purpose of image deblurring is to recover details and improve visual quality, making images more interpretable. And then coming to the image blurry images, there are two types of blur that happens with blurry images. The first one is the motion blur. So in motion blur, the camera and objects are in motion, and this leads to a blurry image. So that kind of blur is called motion blur. In the second type, there is a defocus blur. Here the camera itself is not calibrated, or the focal length of the camera is not set properly to actually capture the sharp details of the subject, and due to this error in the focal length setup, this kind of defocus blur happens. And we can notice that the blur that is happening in this particular sample image is due to motion blur. So after passing this motion blurred image into a deblurring algorithm, we will be able to recover the finer details like it's shown over here. So coming to the architecture, we will be discussing this particular architecture called LaKDNet. So this architecture is a pure CNN based network designed for image restoration, and the objective of this network is to restore a sharp high resolution image from blurry inputs. So this particular architecture uses depth-wise convolution to maintain computational efficiency, and it also employs a large kernels to extract the features to effectively model long-range pixel dependencies. So this is the network architecture of LaKDNet. So the architecture is a U-shaped hierarchical network consisting of symmetrical encoder and decoder modules, and it comprises of multi-levels, each containing the LaKD blocks. And in order to set up this particular architecture, we have to clone the repository from GitHub, and once we have cloned the repository from GitHub, we will actually go to the inside the folder of the directory, or the main directory, and then we will set up a virtual environment where we will run this particular architecture. And to set up the particular environment, here are the codes. Once we have finished running this code, we will be able to go inside that virtual environment and run the model. So in the downloaded directory of LaKDNet, we will also download the pre-trained models from this particular website and place it under this particular directory. And once that is done, we will also download the test data and the data set and the test data from this particular website. Once all this pre-trained model and the test data are placed in their respective directory, we can start actually testing out the actual code. So I'll run a test code over here. So in this test code, we will try to remove the defocus blur that happens due to error in setting up the focal length of the actual camera. So I'll run the code. So it's actually trying to remove all the defocus blur that is present in our input data. and I will show you the input results and the output results. So this is the input data where the object in this particular image is a bench. This particular bench is in focus in the image. The remaining background of these leaves and the trees are out of focus. So this kind of blur is defocus blur. So how do you bring the background objects that are the leaves and the trees and the building into focus? So we have actually passed this to pass this input image to the LaKDNet model, and then once it's after it's being passed, the output image is somewhat like this. So all the background trees, leaves, the building also are in focus, as well as the actual bench that was originally in focus also stays in focus. So this is a sample test for this architecture.